shit over there. Take this shit down and the fucking money don't be there.
What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we are back with another video. If you're a returning subscriber, then you know how this thing goes, and if you're a new subscriber, welcome and hello. All right, so we got to get right into it. Young Buck is a freaking liar, dude. Like, I'm telling you. So he goes on this podcast and starts talking about how he basically did not know that he was sleeping with a transgender. He had no idea that it was a transgender until it came out in the media and in the blogs, right? He does this whole thing about, he says that, you know, he thought he was going to get robbed, and he, you know, it was dark in the room, and he realized that she didn't look the way that she looked on her pictures in person, but he still pulled his dick out. You know what I mean? Like, okay, take a look at this video, and then we'll talk.
A call from a motherfucker talking about, hey man, it's a transgender that got you in a room. I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? Don't play with me like that. You like, nah, I'm dead serious. I end up going and seeing the shit. Okay, at the time, like I say, I walked in. I was more focused on thinking I was being set up for a robbery when I seen the person was different from the motherfucker that I was walking in and the pictures that it was based on, who I was supposedly to be going to with at the time. I'm too busy stuck looking at the damn dope, but when I walked in, you know, I'm already cheating on my first thing I say to a motherfucker, eat this motherfucker up. I'm trying to go in and basically out, okay? When the shit happened, you know, that's what happened when I realized, well, damn, hold on, this ain't this. And the motherfucker, like at the edge, at the end of the bed, it was like, nah, it's cool, it's
It
cool.
must have been like dark. It must not
dark.
have been no lights on or some
Facts.
shit.
So the motherfucker was
What
like,
y'all was talking about though, but
it wasn't no whole lot of conversation or none of that shit. All right, it was.
they were talking.
No, it wasn't.
What the recording was? I thought I heard some talking.
Because look, let's break this down.
I ain't never really just call me want to hear the detail, but you here, so I'm gonna ask you.
Nah, I'm telling you,
like I thought we heard.
it wasn't no.
So did you hear that the nigga was a nigga?
That's what made me realize, outside of the fucker being brown skinned, man, this voice ain't right. You feel me? Let me damn it move. But in my mind, I wasn't thinking it.
Like, you maybe thought it just might have been a different, not a nigga. Like,
just a different,
yeah.
Facts. So, you know, getting out of that situation, I walk up out of that, and that, like I say, that was a year before it was even put out there.
Let's be very clear here. Young Buck, why are you even still talking about this? This happened about 2 or 3 years ago. I would have told those people that I don't want to talk about this at all because it's a lie. First of all, let's be very clear here. Young Buck has been messing with transgenders for years. Y'all don't know, but we, the girls, we know. Young Buck, this is not the first transgender he's been messing with. He's been messing with the girls for years. I'm not going to out any other girls' names, but I know girls for a fact that Young Buck has been messing with, okay? Been messing with them for years, before Glamour Perfect. She's newer, but he's been doing it, okay? But this Glamour Perfect situation, Young Buck tried to act like he never knew her before then. They were hanging out. She would be riding in his car. They would be hanging out together in Dallas. He would be calling her. Now, she wanted a relationship. He would talk to her as if he was her girlfriend. He was her boyfriend and she was his girlfriend. He promised her a music career. All of these things. He knew that she was a sex worker too. He was also supposed to be paying her for the favors, but he stopped paying, and he wasn't paying enough. He was doing partial payments and he wasn't paying enough money. So she got frustrated because he kept playing the games. And here's the thing. When you are dealing with sex workers, especially transgender escorts, and you are a straight man, rapper, celebrity, pay these hoes, period. Why wouldn't you pay the hoes? First of all, don't get into no situation with no transgender escort, sex worker, if you're not going to pay and you a celebrity. Bobby Valentino, Young Buck, pay these girls what they want, because if you don't, they will expose you. That's a fact. Don't sit on the phone and be making all these empty promises and doing all this stuff, and you're not going to pay these girls. And then you want to get up here and act like you didn't know what was going on now that the shit hit the internet. I would just stop talking about it. You got your wife back. You're probably still sleeping with the transgenders. But what I can't do is sit there and allow him to say that it was dark. Like he didn't know. Like he just pulled his thing out. Now, you can see the girl in the Big Facts podcast. See, she's the type of fish that really can't take. A nigga bee, like, you know, it's the transphobia for me. But, you know, fish can't take. Fish cannot take at all. This is why it's such a big problem for men to be honest and open about liking transgender women. Because a lot of women feel like it's a threat to them, or it's a slight to them that a man might want a woman with a penis. It is what it is. A man might want a woman with a thigh, you thigh, do your thing. Just make sure you stay ahead of the game. You feel me? And it is what it is. That's no slight to a woman, because you can't provide what the transgender woman can provide. But I think that they both can exist. Young Buck has a wife at home. You want to cheat on your wife? Why not cheat with a cisgender woman? Why find a transgender woman? Young Buck, you already said that you knew that, you know, the voice was different. You're already lying, because first they asked you, did you talk? Then you said you didn't really talk. But you've been talking and kicking it. The voice was different, but so the voice was different. The face was different. You felt like you was going to be robbed, but you still pulled your big black dick out. Oh, and then she told me that she even ate his ass. Now, I have different clips, but I can't play a lot of the clips because some of them may, you know, show nudity or not. So I'm not trying to get my channel taken down. However, I will exclusively show you the clip of him in the hotel room, okay, pulling out his thing and getting it sucked with all the lights on in broad daylight, okay? Now, I'm going to put a picture of Young Buck somewhere like right here so you can see what he got on, because I know there's going to be somebody in the comments that be like, oh, you know, that's not Young Buck. How do we know that's him? This is Young Buck. All right? He walked to that hotel room, and like in the video, he said she came to the edge of the bed, and you will see in this video, it's at the edge of the bed. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is not new news. If you watched me 2 or 3 years ago, you've seen this video already. And if you've been on my page, you've heard the audio, because it went viral. It was all over World Star everywhere.
Shit over there. Take this shit down. Money don't be there.
No, sir. No, sir. I just don't trust you anymore, so I need it first.
You not? How could you not?
Because I don't. Because I don't. What do you mean? How can I not? First of all, we're not communicating. You call me from a blocked number. I don't trust that.
Hey, yo, listen, what I'm trying to make you understand. Did you hear when I just told you, if I don't do what I said, you can put the shit back up? Are you thinking straight?
No, I'm not right now.
You're not. You're really not. Do you realize where you're at?
Yes, I do. Right now.
Chill out, man. Chill the. Did you hear when I told you to take the shit down, issue the state? I'm finna get the shit cashed out to you. If I don't hold up my end, then you go back on your end.
No. You hold up on your end first, and then I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do. That sounds right. That sounds fair.
Let me tell you something. What part of when I'm the one getting the damage done to me?
I'm getting the damage done to me too. You're not the only one. The same time, the same people coming at you, they coming at me too. I have people already, your fans and everybody that, you know, is already attacking me, telling me I'm lying and all this dumb shit and what, you know, they're going to do and what, you know, you saying you're going to do. I got people calling my phone that claim that they're in touch with you and they're telling me everything that you're saying and shit like that. So it's already a lot of stress and a lot of shit going on anyway. And that's what I knew.
Follow us at the Armon Wiggins Show.
You were not tricked. And see, this is the problem that I have with a lot of these men. These men, they get out here, they sleep with transgenders, they sleep with gay men. Let's take the gay men out of it. They sleep with the transgenders, and they all try to act like they didn't know. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. I was tricked. You knew. And Young Buck ain't going to be able to tell me because like I said, you've been dealing with the girls for a long time. You should just be like Bobby Valentino, baby. Just don't say nothing. Or be like Mr. C. What's the New York DJ that likes transgenders? Just be real about it, Young Buck. We all know. We heard the audio. We seen you pulling it out. It's no secret. A lot of men are into transgender women. What is the big deal? Can somebody tell me what the big deal is? Honestly, what is the big deal? Are transgender women supposed to just be some freaky secret sideline fetish? Can they not be humans that have love too? Like, I don't understand. Why is it a problem for a man to like a transgender? The bigger problem for me is, Young Buck, you're sleeping with escorts when you're married. Whether they're transgender or not, it could have been a cisgender. Like, you could have brought anything home to your wife. You've got a wife and kids, and you're sleeping with transgender escorts. I mean, geez, Louise, you know. But that's a conversation for another day. Maybe that needs to be a conversation between you and your wife. But I just don't. I'm not with the whole narrative that the trans community is out here tricking all these niggas. They're not. Now, a lot of you women might want to be out here and want to believe that because it makes you feel good. But these transgenders, they don't have to trick these men. These men are seeking them out, and sleeping with them. Now, you don't have to believe it, but it is what it is. And Young Buck is one of them. Now, you want to sit up here on this podcast, sit next to this hard-looking piece of woman and these men, and you want to act straight in front of them, and you want to appease the straight community. Nigga, you like transgenders. Don't try to act like you didn't know because now you sitting up there with them. You knew. You ain't got to prove nothing to them. You need to prove it to yourself. You like transgenders, and it is what it is. And that was not in the dark. Stop lying. But anyway, those are my thoughts on it, Young Buck. I mean, I just don't like the narrative that gets pushed. I don't like the transphobia. I just don't like those narratives. I don't like those narratives that the trans people are always tricking. I don't like, because I used to feel like that back in the day, but I'm starting to realize a lot of these men, they know. They know. Now, do some girls trick? Do some girls set you up? Yes, they do. Did Glamour Perfect set him up? Yes, but that's probably because she wasn't getting paid. You messing with a hoe, pay her. Ain't nobody gonna be doing all that work for free. So anyway, those are my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And if you like this video, give us a like, give us a share. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.